appreciate it.
And I will see you guys later.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that means right now for the other night and tonight, that's $80. Tomorrow would be so 120, so about like 130 with gas. Sounds good. So
I'll let you know if we got
yeah. So yeah. But if that helps when you talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value.
There's another sport going on.
What's that?
Another activity going on.
When? No, just softball. So you're getting $80 because it's 2 games.
Hey, I'm Ryder. Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are
Yeah,
allowed
yeah.
to
He's going to broadcast a softball game at Blair. Yep, that's where he's going. Yep. Yep. That's why he has to leave. Yep, he's going up to Blair to broadcast a softball game.
Just $15
And then he'll be headed back. Gotcha.
Yep.
Sweet.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you.
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Yeah. Welcome in here, guys. Blake Maxon of Wahoo, Saunders County Online, and you're tuning into the Wahoo versus Malcolm Clippers JV softball game.
The best deal in town is at the Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular order of fries, a medium drink, and a small sundae. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that sundae to a small blizzard for an extra $2. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Rivalry Apparel in Wahoo's excited to celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Rivalry Apparel in Wahoo's excited to celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Rivalry Apparel in Wahoo's excited to celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Rivalry Apparel in Wahoo's excited to celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for
Home run. Welcome in here to Saunders County Online as the Wahoo Warriors lead the Malcolm Clippers 3-0.
South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
All right, welcome back to the Wahoo softball versus Malcolm Clippers. As the bottom of the second inning, the Warriors had a big 9-run inning to make the score 11-0 on top of the third.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you.
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to Wahoo on Wahoo Softball, Wahoo Saunders County Online. And the Malcolm Clippers put up 2 runs in the top of the third. It is now 11-2 score in the bottom of the third.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on Saunders County Online as our JV game just came to a final here in Wahoo as the Wahoo Warriors win it by a score of 15-2. And Blake, well, that's a good start on the final home game of the regular season.
Yeah, that's a great start. Scored 9 runs second inning. You know, you had 2 runs at the top of the third, but came and scored 3 more in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, I'm tallying up some numbers here for Wahoo as, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so first let's go ahead and look at Malcolm. This again, JV action. That was the Malcolm Clippers taking on your Wahoo Warriors JV action. For Malcolm, they had 3 walks, 3 hits, 2 runs, and 4 batters left on base. The lead player for them tonight was Maddie Erickson. She had a single in the second, and then she reached on an error in the third. Emery Indiot, she had 2 walks in the game and came around to score in that third inning. And the big hit of the game was Samantha Back. She was 1 for 2 tonight with a RBI double in which she stretched into scoring for Malcolm. So they lose tonight 15-2 in the JV action. For Wahoo, the Warriors had 8 hits, 7 walks, 15 runs, and 3 batters left on base as Tinley Watts walked all 3 times tonight. Olivia Wesley, she was 1 for 1 with a triple. She also walked and came around to score 3 times. Avery Hansen was 1 for 3 tonight with a single, and she reached on an error. Karin Eady walked. Michaela Kenny walked, reached on an error. Briar Hancock went 1 for 2 with a single. Leah Simon, she went 2 for 2 tonight with a home run and a single. Blake Hitz went 1 for 2 with a single. Addison Kenning went 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. And Brandy Sutton went 0 for 1, but also walked in the second inning and came around to score. So, boy, Blake, you went down all 10 batters for Wahoo in the JV action, and every single one of them was really seeing the ball well.
Yeah, they had a lot of walks, and they all took some swings, got hit.
And incredible base running as well for the Warriors. So, JV action, Wahoo wins it 15-2 in a run rule after the bottom of the third inning. So, we will take about a 20-minute-ish break here on Saunders County Online. We'll let you kind of watch. We'll run through some commercials here. We'll have the volunteers continue to set up the field as we get ready for varsity action coming up next here on Saunders County Online.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you.
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The best deal in town is at the Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular order of fries, a medium drink, and a small sundae. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that sundae to a small blizzard for an extra $2. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Rivalry Apparel in Wahoo
is a great place to work. The folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living
And now the starting lineups. First for the Clippers. Number 1, Jessica Sandell. Number 22, Morgan Tiedman. Number 18, Jordan Small. Number 14, Ava Helms. Number 29, Kara Ferder. Number 32, Lucy Brockhouse. Number 49, Madison Wall. Number 0, Ariana Myers. And number 19, Micaiah Witzel. And now the starting lineups for your Wahoo Warriors. At shortstop, number 1, Sydney Smart. In left field, number 21, Adelia Dunlap. In center field, number 17, Lily Harris. At third base, number 23, Ava Wasserer. Behind the plate, catching tonight is number 24, Lanta Hitz. At first base, number 7, Maddie Snyder. In the circle, number 30, Cassidy Beavers. The designated player, number 11, Lily Obert. At second base, number 2, Hannah Herrera. And in right field, number 14, Miranda Rudnick. The Warriors are assisted by Liz, Greg, and Ashley Ott, and your head coach is Trina Kristen. Fans, at this time we ask you please rise and remove your caps as we stand and honor our flag and country with the playing of tonight's national anthem.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on Saunders County Online. And a good Thursday evening, Warrior fans, as it's time for Wahoo Warrior softball. Here's the Sunsets for the final time at Hackberry Park, the final guaranteed game here at home for Wahoo. There are some potential postseason implications, and we'll get into all of those kind of good details as the game continues on. But Wahoo, it's a pink out night, Blake, and how special is that to be able to recognize that here tonight?
It is pretty special to recognize that.
Wahoo in their all-black uniforms with pink across the chest, white numbers, taking on the Clippers of Malcolm tonight. Malcolm comes out in their road black uniforms, blue numbers, blue pants, and white helmets. And the first batter up facing Cassidy Beavers is the left fielder Jessica Sandell. She's the lefty. As Cassidy Beavers out on the circle, she came in relief for Maddie Snyder on Tuesday night as Wahoo defeated, boy, who did we even play, Blake, on Tuesday night? Trying to remember. We won 11-3, I can tell you the score. Arlington, yeah, because that's who Wahoo plays tomorrow night in football. So Wahoo defeated the Arlington Eagles, and they improved to 16-8 on the year, defeating the Eagles 11-3 in the contest. And they take on the Clippers here in their final home game of the regular season and final game of the regular season. This one's grounded through the hole across the second base side into center field, and it's a leadoff single for Malcolm's Jessica Sandell. Past the glove of Herrera at second, and that brings up Morgan Tiedemann. She'll be over at short tonight defensively for the Clippers. But Wahoo postseason play starts next Monday, or this upcoming Monday, I should say, October 2nd, Monday, October 2nd, in Beatrice, Nebraska, showing bunt, pointed back, strike one for Morgan Tiedemann. She's in the lefty box as well against Cassidy Beavers. Lanta hits, keeping Sandell close to the bag at first, but like I was saying, Wahoo is the 2 seed, and that's in the sub-district, Subdistrict B5, grounded back to Beavers. Cassidy will throw it to second for one, over to first, not in time, but getting the lead runner out successfully as Morgan Tiedemann reaches on a fielder's choice on a nice play, heads-up play from Cassidy Beavers. You see a lot of the times, Blake, where pitchers will kind of get sped up in plays like that, and Cassidy does such a great job. She just takes her time and delivers a clean throw to second.
Yeah, pitchers will freak out sometimes to go a little quick and try to make their play. But she took her time, made sure she had the ball and threw it to second, get the lead runner out.
And that's important because you don't want this one is ticked off. It is a foul ball, and so going back to first will be Tiedemann on the first pitch swing. But you don't want to rush those kind of plays because if you have an errant throw, then it'll go out into the outfield, likely advancing, a runner to third and not getting it out. So you want to maybe see if you can turn two and get a double play, but you want to ensure you at least get one at second and not allow a ball to get out into the outfield on an errant throw. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 on here in the top of the first. How about that? If only it was 1-0 or 1-1 even. That's not possible, but 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the first inning. How about that? It's Jordan Small. She'll be out in center field tonight for the Clippers, standing in the right-hand box. Jordan for Malcolm this year. A freshman grounds it to third. Loster will throw it to second for one on another force-out play against the lead runner. Back-to-back plays. The Warriors have gotten the lead runner at second as Loster threw it to Herrera at second that time for the out. 2 gone, 1 on here for Malcolm in the top of the first. And that brings up the 4-hole hitter, Ava Helms. She's in the catcher's gear tonight for the Clippers. But going back to what I was saying, so it's Wahoo is in Class B, only 3 classes in softball, whereas you see football, basketball, those scenes. You see the Class A, B, C1, C2, D1, D2. Softball, not as many schools play softball. So there's only 3 classes, A, B, and C. Class B is the largest of the 3 options. This was grounded to third. Loster gets it over to first in time, and that ends the side. 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless. You're tuned into Wahoo Softball on Saunders County Online. At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The best deal in town is at the Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular order of fries, a medium drink, and a small sundae. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that sundae to a small blizzard for an extra $2. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here back with you live on Saunders County Online as the sun sets here at Hackberry Park in Wahoo, Nebraska. Final game of the regular season here for both schools. Here at Hackberry Park, 83 degrees, sun shining. Due up for the Warriors, bottom of the first inning, scoreless. It's Sydney Smart, Adelia Dunlap, and Lily Harris. They're 1-2-3 hitters. As Wahoo, final game of the regular season, they will travel to Beatrice on Monday afternoon. That's October 2nd, as they will start sub-district play. So the way softball works in the state of Nebraska, for those who are unfamiliar, i.e. anyone not from the state of Nebraska, new to the state of Nebraska, such as myself, I had to look up all this information today, so I'm more or less saying it from myself and anyone else out there who just might be tuning in and curious on how it all works. So normal sports, bigger sports, football, basketball, some of those things. Class A, B, C1, C2, D1, D2 as Sydney Smart pops this one back into the shade net and into the parking lot foul. She's behind in the count 0-2 against the pitcher tonight for Malcolm is Ariana Myers, number 00. Well, you don't see that often, do you, Blake?
No, you don't see that very often.
So Sydney Smart looks at her pitch outside, 1-2. But, as I was saying, so Class A, B, and C in softball. Class B is the largest of those three options. And Wahoo is the smallest Class B school. They tied with Wayne for the smallest school. Wayne is the biggest school in Class C. Wahoo is the smallest school in Class B. It's been that way for the last couple of years. So Wahoo, the smallest school in Class C. And so they are in sub-district B5. There's 10 districts. As Sydney Smart looks on the next pitch, low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bottom of the first. 10 sub-districts. Wahoo is in Class B5 with... It's Beatrice is the 1 seed. Wahoo is the 2 seed. Norris is the 3 seed. This one's roped down the third base line. It's fair. I didn't think it was going to stay fair. I don't think Malcolm thought it would stay fair either. Errant throw to first, and Sydney Smart legs a double into a triple. Boy, Blake, I didn't think that was going to stay fair. What a shot down the third base line.
Yeah, she took that early, and it hit the chalk line, and it stayed fair. And with the errant throw, she's over there on third base.
Boy, she is so quick out there. She would have gotten to third pretty quickly anyway, but the errant throw just puts her right at third right from the get-go. And so a runner 1 bag away from taking the lead for Wahoo. As Adelia Dunlap stands in, the left fielder tonight. Her role throughout most of the season has been to bunt and get Sydney Smart over a base. Now she's looking to drive Sydney in here to get the Warriors started in the scorebook as she looks at a ball high and outside, ball 1. 1-0, nobody out. Sydney Smart stands at third for Wahoo. Grounded to second. Ferreira is there, over to first in time for out number 1. But Adelia Dunlap drives in Sydney Smart on the ground out, and Wahoo leads 1-0. So Adelia Dunlap does her job. Wahoo takes a 1-0 lead on the leadoff double, stretched into 3 from Sydney Smart. And that brings up the center fielder and lefty, Lily Harris, I should say. And her first pitch is smoked out into right center field and over the glove of Brockhouse. And going up to second, a stand-up double for Lily Harris on the first pitch. Boy, that was hit on an absolute rope, Blake.
First pitch, too. Straight into the right center gap.
Lily not waiting on it at all. And that'll bring up Ava Losterer, who leads the team in RBIs. She'll be over at third tonight defensively for Wahoo, and now has a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Her first pitch is swinging, and this one's packed up over here, over the score box. Press box. I don't know how you say it.
Both.
Yeah, both. I think for this kind of a complex, because this box is mostly used for, summer games and, all those kind of little league, some of those kind of things you see. More so than press, like Blake and I up here. There's more people running scoreboards and PA announcing than broadcasting, I would bet.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Ava Losterer in the right-hand box. Runner at second is Lily Harris on her 1-out first pitch double. This one drops low, 2-1. So Wahoo will play Norris on Monday afternoon. First pitch scheduled for 4 o'clock-ish. And then, so that's the 3 seed. And then whoever wins that contest will await the winner of Beatrice and Cummings County, I believe. Cummings County is the 4th team in that sub-district. So whoever wins said sub-district on Monday will automatically advance into sub-state or district final play, however you say it, here in the state of Nebraska. So you'll get 10 automatic qualifiers, and then the next 6 best teams in the points and standings in the NSAA website scoring, how the media and officials, the powers that be, kind of schedule that, as this one's popped back into foul territory again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lily Harris standing at second for Ava Losterer, as Wahoo leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. So you'll get 10 automatic qualifiers, and then it goes to the next 6 best teams. So Wahoo, as it sits right now in the standings in Class B, are sitting at number 10 in the standings. This one's blooped on the infield and caught by the shortstop Tiedemann for out number 2. So 2 gone now here for Wahoo. Lily Harris stands at second for Lanta Hits. She's in the catcher's gear tonight, and she'll step into the right-hand box for the Warriors in the All Blacks tonight. It's kind of throwing me off seeing them in the All Blacks. It's like, where's the royal blue and gold, It's kind of like, who am I broadcasting for again?
Don't got the school colors.
Right. If anything, Malcolm has more of the school colors tonight for Wahoo, but Pink Out Night, super cool recognition. It's all kind of brought to you by Saunders County Medical Center. They're doing it in October, and you're seeing a lot of pink in Saunders County here throughout the month of October. Swung on a missed strike 1 as that pitch was outside. Lanta tried chasing it and driving it out into right field. So you get 10 automatic qualifiers, and then the next 6 best teams, where Wahoo kind of floating on that bubble. A win tonight would certainly help. At least 1 win on Monday would, I don't want to say guarantee making a sub-state / district final, but it would help a lot. Let's say that. It would help a lot.
Anyone helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone helps at this point. And if Wahoo makes that sub-state, they will either play on Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon based on the two teams that will be playing. The higher seed will host. The lower seed will travel to whatever that team will be, and you could get some wild matchups. I mean, Wahoo could travel to McCook, things like that. So there's a lot of scheduling and arrangements. That's why they kind of leave it up in the air. This one's popped up on the infield wall. The third baseman is under it for out number 3. So it's 2 hits, no walks, 1 run, and 1 left on. We head to the top of the second. It's Wahoo 1, Malcolm 0. You're tuned in to Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Excited to celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Rivalry Apparel
in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here back with you live on Saunders County Online. To the top of the second we go. It's Wahoo 1, Malcolm 0 here at Hackberry Park for the final game of the regular season as the sun sets here in beautiful Wahoo, Nebraska. Due up for the Clippers are the 5, 6, 7 hitters, and that'll bring up the second baseman, number 29, Kira Ferrator. She made an out there in the bottom of the first inning for Wahoo. And her next pitch is fouled off back towards the concession stand on the first base side and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Her first look at Cassidy Beavers. But yes, so in summary, that's how the postseason works for everyone who's kind of been tuning in my story. Sub-district play starts for Wahoo on Monday in Beatrice. Wahoo is the 2 seed. They will play Norris. Winner of that matchup will await the winner of the 1 seed, Beatrice, versus the 4 seed in Cummings County. So that pitch is on the outside part of the zone, strike 2. Winner of that sub-district automatically qualifies for the district final or sub-state, based on how you want to say it, as they take the top 16 teams in Class B. So you get 10 automatic qualifiers and then the next 6 best teams. So Wahoo, love to get a win tonight, would help them in their points and record standings. And then, if possible, trying to get at least 1 win on Monday would certainly help their chances of making that top 16. And then those games between those 8 playoff games between those 16 teams will take place either Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon based on the 2 travel arrangements of said schools. This pitch outside, called strike 3, and Cassidy Beavers has her first strikeout of the night on Ferrator, who got caught looking. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Lucy Brockhouse, into the right-hand box with 1 gone and nobody on. So, boy, that's kind of a long explanation of it, but now you're getting into the fun part of the year here, Blake.
Yes, you are the postseason.
They call it, it's the same way in the MLB. October is must-see television, must-see baseball, all the drama and all the postseason play for even Major League Baseball. That begins for high school softball in Nebraska starting on Monday as well. This pitch is low and outside, ball 2. One of the few times tonight Cassidy Beavers has fallen behind 2-0 in a count against any of the Clippers. Wahoo and Beatrice have been matched up after talking to Trina Kristen before today's game. As this one's fouled back off the screen. Foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. As now the home plate umpire says he needs some more softballs. He was going to go over to the Wahoo dugout and grab a couple. But Wahoo and Beatrice have kind of been matched up in the same sub-district for a couple of years now. And those are 2 pretty premier programs here in the state of Nebraska in Class B. This pitch outside is smoked out into right field and down in front of Miranda Vonyek for a 1-out single for Malcolm's Lucy Brockhouse. One right fielder hits one in front of the other right fielder. And that brings up the third baseman, Madison Wall, who had the final out of inning number 1. She stands in the right-hand box with 1 on and 1 out. Malcolm trying to keep the line moving, as they had a leadoff single in the first inning and then grounded into a couple of fielders' choices. Not able to advance any base running. So looking to try and get a clipper onto second and for the first time tonight into scoring position. So 1 on and off the fence behind the home plate, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the second, Wahoo leads 1-0. We got close to it being all ones there, Blake.
We did.
I wanted it so bad. We were so close. This one's grounded into the Wahoo dugout, foul, and we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But what a beautiful night here in Wahoo. Well, I got some unfortunate news. I'm kind of I don't know how to say this. I wouldn't say a big lottery player, but I'll play it. You know, the Powerball, Mega Millions. You 18, Blake?
Nope.
Nope. Can't buy any lottery tickets yet.
Nope.
Don't worry. Your time will come. But once it kind of gets up into these crazy numbers like this, then that's when I'll start to play. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Madison Wall goes down, the second out of the second inning, and second strikeout of the night for Cassidy Beavers, as she will now face the pitcher tonight for Malcolm. Ariana Myers steps into the right-hand box with 1 on, and that runner at first is Lucy Brockhouse, the right fielder for Malcolm. First pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. But, so I'm normally, I don't even know if normally is the right word, but I'll play the lottery, play the Powerball if it gets up into those crazy, approaching billion-dollar territory. Like, that increases my odds at all. Like, it decreases your odds of winning substantially the higher the number gets, because then
More people.
Yeah, exactly. More people are playing. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first, Lucy Brockhouse to the pitcher, Ariana Myers. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, out into right field, and caught on the line by Hannah Herrera, the second baseman. And that will end the top of the second here in Wahoo. 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Wahoo 1 and Malcolm 0. You're tuned in to Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc., serving for 60 years thanks to you.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here, back with you live on Saunders County Online here at Hackberry Park for the final time this year. Sun setting here in Wahoo. Not the final time, right? As of right now, it's the final time, but Wahoo could make some postseason magic, and maybe we'll see the Warriors back here at Hackberry Park. But right now, we're in the bottom of the second inning. Wahoo leads it 1-0. And due up for the Warriors are their 6, 7, 8 hitters, and that brings up Maddie Snyder, who's over at first tonight defensively for Wahoo, into the box, and she fouls one off to the first base side in foul territory. 1 ball, 1 strike. She pitched on Tuesday night against Arlington. And we'd also like to mention here on Saunders County Online that our camera behind home plate, its battery just went dead, so we're going to try and do some finessing here. Blake's going to mess with our camera out in the outfield and do some zooming in and out. And if a play gets hit out in the outfield, we'll zoom it out, and then when it gets back to throwing balls and strikes, we'll keep it on the view that you're looking at right now. 2-1 the count. Pitch high, ball 3 for Maddie Snyder. But anyway, going back to my top of the second story here at Hackberry Park in the lottery. Like I said, I don't play it a lot. I kind of play it when the numbers get crazy. And from the state of Kansas, as Maddie Snyder draws a leadoff walk for Wahoo, and so the Warriors will have another leadoff base runner. Just the way they did in the first inning, where Sydney Smart had a leadoff double and then came around to score on the Adelia Dunlap ground out. But don't play it a lot. Play it in the state of Kansas, where I've lived for the last 2 years of my life and where I grew up. This one's high, ball 1 into Cassidy Beavers, who's out on the circle, so one pitcher versus another. But I think that Powerball that, was up into near $1 billion range here for the past couple of weeks was won in Kansas, which it just breaks my heart a little bit. The one time I don't play, that could have been me, Blake. That could have been me. Called strike you. 1. It hurts. It hurts my soul a little bit because I usually play when it gets up into those crazy numbers like that. And someone in Kansas just became a millionaire. Could have been me. And it happened in north central Kansas, which that's where I grew up. I think it was sold to someone in... It's not a county that I would have bought it in, but could have been. Still could have been. That Powerball was $925 million as Cassidy Beavers swings and miss. Strike 3, and that's the first strikeout of the night for Ariana Myers. 1 out now for Malcolm. The one time I don't play. Could have been me. As now comes in the designated hitter for Wahoo, Lily Obert. She stands in the right-hand box with Maddie Snyder after the leadoff walk still at first. Maddie looked like she was kind of thinking about going to second as Lily fouls it off the first base side and strike number 1. What would you do, Blake? What would you do? First thing you do if you say, I just won $900 million. What are you doing?
That's a lot to do. I don't know what I would do.
Grounded back up the middle, right at the second base, who makes the tag at second. I didn't know if she got a foot down on second. That is an incredible play. It was actually the shortstop, Tiedemann, who was covering the bag at second on that ground out, who stepped on second to get Maddie Snyder forced out. And Lily Obert reaches on a fielder's choice officially in the scorebook. So 2 gone, 1 on for Hannah Herrera, the 9-hole hitter for Wahoo, standing in the right-hand box. That was an incredible play by Tiedemann, the shortstop, to run over behind her pitcher, Myers, get a glove on it, and get a foot down on second. She kind of had to stretch backwards to get her foot down. That was an impressive play, really. And an important out number 2, as Maddie Snyder would have been in scoring position, and that I don't think Tiedemann would have been able to get a throw over to first. on Lily Obert. This one's grounded kind of in a half swing. Witzel picks it up herself, steps on the bag herself for out number 3. 1 walk, no runs, and 1 left on. We head to the top of the third. Wahoo 1, Malcolm 0. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online. At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The best deal in town is at the Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular order of fries, a medium drink, and a small sundae. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that sundae to a small blizzard for an extra $2. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Austin and McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on Saunders County Online. Sunset lights on here at Hackberry Park on the final game of the regular season for your Wahoo Warriors, leading the Malcolm Clippers 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. Due up for the Clippers are their 9-1-2 hitters, and that brings up number 19, the first baseman, Micaiah Witzel, who had the final out of inning number 2. Getting the ground out and stepping on the bag herself, looks at a pitch outside, ball 1. Her first look at Cassidy Beavers. What would you do? And maybe you can comment. I don't know if you have the... I think there's a capability of commenting. If you can comment on Saunders County Online YouTube, go for it. Tell us what you would do if you just won a $900 million lottery ticket. What's the first thing that you are doing? You're right, Blake. There's so many options. I don't know if you can comment or not. I don't think so, but... yeah, I don't think we have comments available, but trying to even think what I would do. I'd probably go see the Dallas Cowboys play on Sunday.
Good option. I'd go see the Packers.
Yeah, you'd be on your way to Lambeau right now. You'd be like, get me there as fast as possible. That's probably the first action that I would do. I'd buy a box in Jerry World and watch the Cowboys take on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. 2 balls, 2 strikes, called strike 3. The third strikeout of the night for Cassidy Beavers. 1 up, 1 down, and that brings up the leadoff hitter Jessica Sandell. She's 1 for 1 tonight with a leadoff single in the first. She did not come around to score as she got tagged out at second on the Tiedemann grounder. Then Tiedemann got tagged out at second on the Jordan Small grounder. The Warrior defense settled in as she grounds it to short. Sydney Smart's there over to first in time for 2 quick outs for Wahoo in the third inning. Boy there, Blake, you can just see how confident and athletic Sydney Smart over there is in that shortstop position.
She's very confident over that shortstop. Makes the plays as soon and quick as she can.
So routine and makes it look so easy on some of those grounders that if anyone else tries, are definitely not as easy as she makes it look. So here's Morgan Tiedemann. She's 0 for 1 with reaching first on a fielder's choice her first time up. As Cassidy Beavers is trying to go 1-2-3 for the first time tonight. Pitch high and outside, ball 2, 2-0. She's only been behind in the count 2-0 once here tonight at Hackberry Park. So trying to get back into a good count. This one's grounded to short again. There's Sydney Smart again over to first in time for out number 3. No hits, no walks, no runs, and nobody left on base as the Clippers go down in order. We will head to the bottom of the third. It's Wahoo 1, Malcolm 0. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Is excited to celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online. southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven.
And welcome back to Hackberry Park here at Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on this beautiful Thursday night. It's the final game of the regular season for Wahoo and the Clippers of Malcolm. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's Wahoo 1, Malcolm 0. Due up for the Warriors are their 1, 2, 3 hitters, as Sydney Smart represents the one lone run for Wahoo tonight. She had a leadoff double that she legged into 3 bags and then was brought in on Adelia Dunlap's grounder. So she stands in as the leadoff batter for the second time tonight and watches a ball drop low in between the catcher Helms' legs for ball number 1. So we both win $900 million, and the first thing we're doing is buying box seats and a plane ticket to go watch our favorite NFL teams.
Sounds fun.
Sounds pretty great. This one's off the end of the bat, fouled off the fence. Strike 1 for Sydney Smart. That's pretty great. That is pretty great. So Wahoo tonight has 2 hits, 1 walk. 2 Warriors have been left on base in the first 2 innings. And they've gone through the order in the first 2 innings. And we're back to the top of the lineup. 2-1 now here for Sydney Smart as Wahoo now gets their second look at Ariana Myers through the order. As the Clippers, for the first time in the game, they went 1-2-3 in their top half of the inning against Cassidy Beavers. Wahoo high and outside, ball 3 into Sydney Smart, who's really has seen the ball well all year. I'd love to know what her on-base percentage is now at this point in the season. And when she gets on base, boy, does that become dangerous for teams with her speed and her base running aggressiveness. And there she has it, a leadoff walk. And you know, Blake, for Sydney Smart, she will not be on first for very long.
Nope, she'll be looking ready to steal second any moment.
And that's kind of been Adelia Dunlap's role this year, is to be getting Sydney Smart over, and has done a great job of that. So she's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to second, but does have the only RBI for Wahoo. Sydney goes on the first pitch and makes it in safe. That was honestly a really close play down at second. Malcolm was ready for it. You could tell that was a scouting report play as Ava Helms, the catcher, first pitch was an instant throw down at second, and Tiedemann covering the bag almost got the tag down, but you called it, Blake. Sydney did not wait long. She's in a scoring position with a 1-0 count now for Adelia Dunlap. Next pitch ticked off the fence foul. You could just barely hear the little tick.
Yep.
Just enough, or else Sydney would have gone to third. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Sydney Smart stands at second for Wahoo here in the bottom of the third. Wahoo leads it 1-0. Delia Dunlap, the left fielder tonight in the lefty box. She has the lone RBI for Wahoo. This one gives way high and inside, and it hit her. I didn't know if it clipped her or not. Home plate umpire right on top of it says it does. It's first time for either team that a batter has been hit. And for Lily Harris, 2 are on with nobody out. And the last time she was up, she smoked a double out into right center field. She was left stranded at second in that first inning, but she's 1 for 1 with a first pitch double the last time she was up. We'll see how aggressive she is this time. The infield is in enough. Tiedemann standing basically on the line. First pitch swinging. This one's out into shallow left field and drops in front of Sandell, and everybody advances a base. And the bases are loaded for Ava Losterer. Dunlap goes to second. Smart to third for Lily Harris, who's 2 for 2 tonight now. And that brings up Ava Losterer into the right-hand box. She's 0 for 1 tonight with a pop-up to short her first time up in the first inning. Now has a big spot here for Wahoo to increase their 1-0 lead. Boy, she was really swinging away on that first pitch. It's high, she gets under it, and back off the fence foul. Boy, she was had some power behind that one.
Wanted that first pitch.
She wanted that first pitch. 0-1 now. Now we'll see if she kind of is a little more patient as the infield is in for the Clippers. This one was way outside. She got it off the end of the bat and into the parking lot. Don't worry, it misses all the cars. And continues to roll out in the gravel lot here in Hackberry Park. 0-2. Good start for Ariana Myers. A strikeout would be massive here for Malcolm. Here's the 0-2. Off the end of the bat. That pitch was way outside and somehow lost her or got a piece of it again. As Myers hasn't thrown a single strike to Ava Losterer, and she swung on all 3 pitches. Behind in the count 0-2 rather than being ahead in the count 3-0 potentially. With the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's the pitch again. This one is blooped out into right field and caught on the line by Brockhouse. Sydney Smart will tag, and it's a sacrifice fly for Ava Losterer and a Warrior RBI as Wahoo leads 2-0. But what a catch out in right field by Brockhouse. So Sydney Smart comes in to score from third. Adelia Dunlap stays at second, which forces Lily Harris to stay at first. So 2 on, 1 out. Wahoo leads 2-0 for Lanta Hitz, who steps up into the right-hand box. She's 0 for 1 with a pop out to third. Her first pitch is blooped out into shallow center field, and it's caught on the run by Small out in center field. 2 big outs for Malcolm. And that brings up Maddie Snyder. She walked her first time up and was left stranded at first in the second inning. Well, now she got tagged out at second on the Lily Obert fielder's choice grounder. Third baseman Wall is still in. So in on the corners for Witzel and Wall for Malcolm. This pitch inside, called a strike 1. The Warrior crowd didn't like it. Maddie Snyder looking to drive in a couple more as Sydney Smart has scored twice tonight. She had a leadoff double, turned into 3, scored on Adelia Dunlap's grounder. Then she had a leadoff walk in this inning, throw back to second, and diving in safely is Adelia Dunlap, who got hit by a pitch. Lily Harris singled, and then Ava Losterer scored Sydney Smart on the sacrifice fly out into right field. So it's Dunlap at second, Lily Harris at first. Lanta Hitz just popped out to center field for Maddie Snyder, who walked her first time up and now has a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch low. It bounces in the dirt in front of Helms, who keeps it in front of her, throws it back to second. But standing up safely is Dunlap again, as Helms is trying to keep the Warriors close to their prospective bags, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Two balls, one strike. The pitch drops low in the dirt again, and a great eye from Maddie Snyder. What a beautiful night. 3-1 count for Maddie Snyder, trying to at least load the bases again. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Good breaking pitch. Snyder was thinking heater all the way. Pulled the string on her, and she's way out in front of it for strike two. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Ariana Myers could get out of this. Bases loaded with nobody out. Could get out of it with only giving up 1 run potentially. Here's the full count pitch. It's smoked out into left field, but right at the defender Sandell for out number 3. So Ariana Myers gets out of a big jam after having the bases loaded with nobody out. She gets 3 outs in a row and only gives up 1 run. So it's 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 run, and 2 left on. We head to the top of the 4th. It's Wahoo 2, Malcolm 0. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on Saunders County Online for Wahoo Warriors Softball here for the final game of the regular season. Potentially the last time we'll get to see the Warriors with our own 2 eyes as postseason play starts on Monday. Like for Wahoo to maybe make a little bit of a run and maybe get a chance to play back here at Hackberry Park. But here we go, top of the 4th inning. Wahoo leads Malcolm by a score of 2-0. As due up for the Clippers are their 3, 4, 5 hitters. And that'll bring up Jordan Small, who looks at a first pitch inside, strike 1. Jordan Small's out in center field tonight for Malcolm. She's 0 for 1 as she grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. And was left stranded at first. Next pitch goes way high and outside as this one kind of slipped out of the hands in the delivery from Cassidy Beavers. You could kind of tell right away her approach. She kind of had a, misstep or what the right terminology is, but just kind of out of sorts from the initial delivery. This one's a lot better. Down the right field line, Miranda Vanya gave it a chase, but it goes foul for just a long strike number 2. Vanya got a good read on it out there in right field, but it drops down into the foul territory in the grass. And we do it. And Small stays alive. 1-2 now the count. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 4th inning. Wahoo leading it 2-0. It's been much more of a defensive battle. The game that we saw on Tuesday night, Blake, was drastically different. This one's on the infield. Sydney Smart gets a glove on it, but not in time. I'll mark that one an infield hit as she kind of put it perfectly on the infield in front of Hannah Herrera and Sydney Smart. Just right in front and to the right of the second base bag is basically where it landed. So it's a leadoff single for Malcolm. And that brings up Ava Helms, who's 0 for 1 tonight, with a ground out to Ava Losterer at third. Her first pitch is blooped up into foul territory on the right field line and in and out of the glove of Hannah Herrera. It drops foul, but because it hit fair first, it goes down as a fair ball. And I don't know how to mark that one. What do you give that? I mean, it hit in her glove. If she doesn't touch it, the question is, would it have landed foul or not? Man, that's a tough one to mark. Moving up to second goes Jordan Small. Boy, I'm having this would be one where even I think MLB broadcasters would kind of refer to, you say it's an error, do you say it's a single? I think if I ask Hannah Herrera, she would say, yeah, I probably could have made that catch. And based on that, I'll say that will be an error, as Miranda Vonyek tried to make an incredible catch out in right field as well on that foul ball. So I'm going to go ahead and say E4. That's tough, and that's just this scorebook isn't official by any means. It's just the broadcaster's scorebook that we have up here in the box. So it's nobody out with 2 on now here for Malcolm. Trying to get back into this thing now with the tying run at first for Kira Ferrator, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout looking in the second inning. So she's looking to keep the line moving for the Clippers. As Small stands at second, Helms at first. Here's the next pitch. It's right on the line to Smart. Back to second. Not in time. It was close. Diving back to second safely was Jordan Small, but Sydney Smart, an incredible catch for out number 1. Right to her. There you showing off her speed again and athleticism again there, Blake.
Yeah, she is very athletic.
1 out now for Lucy Brockhouse. She's 1 for 1 tonight with a single in the second inning, in which she was left stranded at first. Looking to see if she can drive in some runs here. Her second look at Cassidy Beaver's first pitch swung on and off the fence foul behind home plate and down the third base side. Brockhouse for Malcolm this year, the senior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors for Malcolm this year. This gets out of the glove of hits. Now the runners are caught in a rundown down to third and tagged out. That time was Jordan Small. So the rare missed catch by Lanta Hits actually works out in the Warriors' favor, as Jordan Small just got tagged out. And just like that, 2 are gone here in the top of the 4th. Jordan Small was kind of put in an unfortunate spot there, Blake, because she was kind of half going and was thinking about going back to second. However, Ava Helms, who stands behind her at first, was basically on second base. So at that point, Jordan Small had nowhere to run back to, and so she just says, well, I'm caught. Just kind of half jogs over to third and lets Ava Loster lay the tag down on her.
Yeah, tough situation right there.
2-1 now. This one's popped up on the infield behind Lanta Hits, who makes the catch right in front of the fence for out number 3. Lanta Hits, how about that? And that ends the top of the 4th. 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Wahoo 2, Malcolm 0. You're tuned in to Saunders County Online.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you.
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on Saunders County Online for Wahoo Warriors softball as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Wahoo 2, Malcolm 0. 2 up for the Warriors are their 7, 8, 9 hitters. That brings up Cassidy Beavers, Lily Obert on deck, and Hannah Herrera in the hole. Beavers on the circle tonight for Wahoo. She's 0 for 1 in the batter's box with a strikeout. First pitch smoked out into shallow left field as she just barely got under it, and Sandell makes the catch for a one-pitch out. That was hit really high into the Thursday night sky. It was good contact and sounded good off the bat. She just barely got under it enough for Sandell to be able to run underneath it and make out number one. And that brings up the designated hitter, Lily Obert. She reached on a fielder's choice, and her first pitch is out into right field and drops right in front of Brockhouse out in right field. And it's a one-out single for Lily Obert, who's on for the second time tonight. And that will bring up Hannah Herrera, as she's 0 for 1 as she grounded out to first her first time up. Brockhouse has been pretty good tonight in right field. That time she was kind of a little bit farther back and shaded to her right out in the outfield against Lily Obert. And because of that, that ball was able to drop just enough out in front of her. So 1 on and 1 out here for Wahoo in their bottom of the fourth inning. Leading this one 2-0 over the Clippers of Malcolm. First pitch swinging again for Wahoo, and this one's back off the fence. As batting for the Warriors is not Hannah Herrera. It's actually Olivia Wesley standing in there, number 5 for Wahoo. She had a pretty great JV game, Blake. I'll see if I can find that sheet here of how well she did in the JV action. First pitch, strike. Next pitch, outside, ball 1.
She was on base a couple of times. I know that.
Yeah, Wahoo, in case you missed it earlier, 1 ball, 1 strike here for Wesley with 1 on. Looks at a pitch outside. Called a strike. Strike 2. Wahoo defeated Malcolm in the JV game in a run rule, 15-2. And Olivia Wesley in the game had a triple and a walk and scored both times. And that triple was absolutely crushed into right center field. 1-2 now the count. Drops low, ball 2. Good eye from Olivia. As Lily Obert's the Warriors standing over at first. So Olivia Wesley getting some varsity action here in the final game of the regular season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth, Wahoo 2, Malcolm 0. Here's the pitch. Outside, swung on, ticked off the bat, off the screen, foul. Off the fence, I guess I'll say. It's a screen over at field 5 over there to our south here at Hackberry Park. It is the old school chain link fence here at field number 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes again for Olivia Wesley. This pitch drops low. Heck of an eye that time as it dropped at the last second. I mean, it was right down the heart of the plate, but dropped low. Olivia, just a freshman for Wahoo. She is one of several players on the JV squad for Wahoo who are pretty fun to watch. And she's very similar, as here's the full count pitch. Drops low again, and Olivia Wesley draws a walk. How about that? So Lily Obert moves up to second. Wesley at first, and we go back to the top of the order as Sydney Smart will step up, but first we'll have a meeting on the mound as head coach Jay Babb for Malcolm is coming out to talk to his defense and pitching staff. But what I was saying, Blake, was that Olivia Wesley is very similar to Sydney Smart in the fact that her base running aggressiveness is kind of the key to her game.
Yeah, they both run the bases pretty well when she's a freshman. So throughout her high school career, she get a heck of a lot better and be like Sydney Smart.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's, if you're trying to model your game off of somebody, Sydney Smart's not a bad choice at all. She's going on to play at the next level next year. And she showcases that talent night in, night out with her defense and the way she runs the bases if she gets on base, and she gets on base a lot. She has a double and a walk tonight.
And is up to bat right now.
So here's her third plate appearance, 1 for 1 with that double, and she represents Wahoo's 2 runs. She's scored both times she's been on base. Now she's in an opportunity to drive in some runs here for Wahoo with 2 on and only 1 out. First pitch goes way high, and a great catch from Helms to keep that one from getting to the backstop and keep Obert and Wesley planted on their bases. And you wonder if you're Malcolm, don't leave her anything over the plate to hit here. I certainly wouldn't. This one drops low and inside, ball 2. You're trying to get anything on the corners and get her to chase it. You leave her anything over the plate, she can drive one out into the gap. Seen her do it a number of times this season. 2-0 the count. Next pitch, high and outside. And yeah, Blake, I'm starting to get that feeling they're going to not give her anything to hit.
No, save it for the next batter and try and get a double play. She's too much of a weapon at the plate.
Yep, exactly right. Here's the 3-0 count. Myers sets, deal. She shows bunt and drops it down. They throw it over to first. Kind of a wide throw, but they get the out. Out number 1. Sydney Smart didn't think she was out. I still don't think she thinks she was out. And now assistant coach for Wahoo in Elizabeth Gregg is questioning it also. And they say Sydney was out. It was close. It was kind of a wild throw, but Witzel kept her foot on the bag on the throw from Myers over to first. So Sydney Smart grounds out and advances both runners up as Obert stands at third, Wesley at second. Kind of surprising on a 3-0 count for her to drop a bunt down. Definitely didn't expect that coming, but Malcolm, to their credit, they got the out when I don't think anybody in this ballpark was expecting that. Lays the bunt down, moves the batters over, but she's out. So 1 out, 2 on here. 2 outs, 2 on here for Wahoo. And a 1-0 count to Adelia Dunlap, who's 0 for 1 tonight, but does have an RBI. This one's popped up on the infield and caught by Ferrator, the second baseman. So Wahoo had a single, a walk, and 2 left on. We head to the top of the 5th. It's Wahoo 2, Malcolm 0. You're tuned in to Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
And Wahoo's excited to celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Rivalry Apparel and Wahoo's excited to sell.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on Saunders County Online. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors who make this thing happen. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. There's what I wanted to say. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making it happen. Blake running the show tonight. Kelly Johnson helped us set it up earlier this afternoon, making Blake and I sound good as we head to the top of the 5th inning here at Hackberry Park for the final time this season. Cassidy Beavers back out on the circle as she will face the 7, 8, 9 hitters of the Clippers. She faces the third baseman Madison Wall first, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. One of Beavers' 3 strikeouts tonight against Malcolm. Next pitch, strike called, strike 2.
Great pitch.
I mean, it just froze Wall, and even if Maddie was able to get something on it, that would have been tough with how perfectly located that was from Beavers. Wahoo, if you're confused looking, you're saying, well, where's the blue and gold? Wahoo's in a pink out night here at Hackberry Park. A lot of pink in the crowd from both fan bases. Wahoo's in the all black uniforms with pink across the chest. I'm not 1,000% sure what it says.
Fight as one.
Well, yep. I was just reading it. We fight as one is what it says in pink letters across the chest. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Yep, we fight as one across the chest in white and pink letters. This one drops low. I thought it was going to be called a strike. I thought she may have caught that bottom left corner of the zone.
That was a great location.
Boy, it was close. Yeah, it was a great location. It's exactly where Lanta Hits wanted it. Just didn't get the strike call. Here's the next pitch. Inside. There she got it. Strike 3.
Right back to the same spot.
Love the confidence shown that time, saying, I'm just going to go right back to that pitch. Hit it in the exact same spot. Strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the night for Cassidy, and the 2nd time that she struck out Madison Wall. And that brings up the pitcher, Ariana Myers. She's 0 for 1 tonight with a line out to second her first time up. And she looks at a pitch. Exact same spot again, Blake. Cassidy's kind of found a spot in the strike zone she likes.
Yep, keeping the rhythm, throwing in the same spot. Trusting it.
This pitch goes outside. It's number 00, Ariana Myers. Something you really don't see in really many sports nowadays. 00.
They don't really allow that number to be used much.
Right.
Not even just a single 0.
Or kind of a half swing that time, as Ariana Myers is frustrated with herself there, as that pitch was so far outside, and Ariana Myers just kind of swung and couldn't stop herself from swinging. So Lanta Hits already had the softball in her glove and was throwing it back to Beavers before the swing went around. Next pitch is down the third base line, and it goes foul. Barely. I mean, it rolled on the chalk for about 4 seconds there before it finally rolled foul for Myers, and we'll do the 1-2 again. Her 2nd time looking at Cassidy Beavers. Swung on and missed into the catcher's glove. They say it ticked off the bat. Lanta Hits holds on for out number 2 and back-to-back Ks for Cassidy Beavers. Now upping that total to 5 on the night. I remember back in the day where Seattle kind of had this, as this pitch is low and inside. For all you MLB fans, when Felix Hernandez, King Felix for Seattle, they would always put the K's out in the outfield whenever he would get a strikeout, they'd put the K's out in the outfield. Swung on and missed, strike 1 way outside. On the 9-hole hitter, Micaiah Witzel, she's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout looking in the 3rd inning. She's over at first tonight defensively for Malcolm with 2 gone and nobody on as Cassidy Beavers is trying to go 1-2-3. That pitch catches the top of the zone, strike 2. I'll tell you what, Blake, Cassidy looks locked in right now on the circle.
Yep, throwing a lot of strikes, and they're trying to swing at him but can't hit the ball.
Wahoo trying to create some momentum as postseason play starts on Monday afternoon. So Wahoo will travel to Beatrice And they will face Norris. That's the 2-seed Wahoo versus the 3-seed Norris in Beatrice at 4 o'clock. And then the winner of that game will take on the winner of Cummings County and Beatrice. Full count now after being behind in the count 0-2. Micaiah Witzel works it back full. Trying to be a 2-out base runner here for the Clippers. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Beavers strikes out the side. No hits, no walks, no runs, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Wahoo 2, Malcolm 0. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online.
Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here, back with you live from Hackberry Park in Saunders County, Nebraska. You're tuned in to Saunders County Online. We're here in Wahoo tonight as your Wahoo Warriors lead the Clippers of Malcolm here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0. And due up for the Warriors are their 3, 4, 5 hitters, and that brings up Lily Harris, who has a hot bat tonight. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. She looks at a first pitch low and outside against Ariana Myers, who's still out on the circle for Malcolm, who's pitched pretty well tonight and gotten out of some jams. She's had the bases loaded a couple of times and hasn't allowed much. This pitch high. Ball 2 and a good hitter's count for a bat that's been really hot tonight for Lily Harris. She's the only player for either team who is 2 for 2. This pitch just barely misses that top left corner of the zone. That's where Myers was trying to hit it. Could not, and it's a 3-0 count for Lily Harris. The last time the Warriors had a 3-0 count, Sydney Smart laid down a bunt. This pitch inside and clipped her. She tried to duck out of the way, wasn't able to do so, and it's another leadoff base runner for Wahoo. That is 3 out of the 5 innings, or now 4 out of the 5 innings tonight that Wahoo has had a leadoff base runner.
Helps a lot to get the leadoff batter on.
Absolutely right. Losterer shows bunt, pulls it back. As the corners came in for Malcolm, they were ready for it, and Lily Harris elected to not go anywhere as the pitch is high and outside for a ball. Losterer is 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to shortstop in the first inning. And then she had a sacrifice fly for an RBI in the third inning, bringing in Sydney Smart from third, and looked at a pitch outside, strike 1. So she's looking to get on base for the first time tonight, even though she does have an RBI in her total. Wahoo on Tuesday night. This one is bunted down the third base side. Wall is there. Over to Witzel in time for out number 1. And now rounding second, going to third. Sliding in safely. What a slide by Lily Harris. She kind of had to lay her hand down as she slid over the bag. Had to come back and put her hand down and was able to do so. So she slides in safely to third. That is incredible base running by Lily Harris, going from first to third on a ground out to third base.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
But it pays off.
I don't think Malcolm expected her to round second. I mean, she just kept going. Was running so aggressive that she actually slid over the third base bag and had to kind of lay her hand back down at the last second. That brings up Lanta Hits, who's 0 for 2 tonight with a pop out to third and a pop out to center field back in the first and third inning. She looks at a pitch outside, ball one. Next pitch is popped back into the parking lot over us here in the box for strike one. Lily Harris stands at third. One out. Bottom of the fifth. Wahoo leads it 2-0. Looking to add a little bit more insurance to their run total. Here on this warm night in Wahoo. A little bit warmer than it has been in the previous nights. On Tuesday night, this one is blooped out into center field. It keeps going back, and its catch is actually made by the right fielder Brockhouse, and it's a sacrifice fly. And another run for Wahoo as Lily Harris is driven in on the sac fly from Lanta Hits. 2 outs. Nobody on now from Maddie Snyder, who's 0 for 1. She lined out to left field in the third inning, and she walked in the second inning. So she's been on base, 0 for 1. And stands in now with nobody on and 2 outs as the Warriors lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Going back to what I was saying on Tuesday night, we'll have to wait as this one's popped up out in center field. Under it is Small for out number 3. No hits, no walks, 1 run, and nobody left on base. We head to the top of the 6th. It's Wahoo 3 and Malcolm 0. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you.
Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here back with you live on Saunders County Online for Wahoo Warrior Softball as we head to the top of the 6th inning. It's Wahoo 3, Malcolm 0 after the Warriors played a run there in the bottom of the 5th inning thanks to the sacrifice fly from Lanta Hits. And now due up for the Clippers are their 1, 2, 3 hitters. And that brings up the left fielder Jessica Sandell, who stands in the left-hand box. She's 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the first and a ground out to Sydney Smart in the third at short. Looking to create some momentum here for the Clippers. First pitch kind of bunted down the third base side, lost her over to first, not in time, and it's a leadoff single for Malcolm in the 6th. Kind of a half swing. I don't know if she meant to do that, but it was perfect if she did. As Ava Losser tried to make a charge on it, not in time. It's a leadoff base runner for Malcolm. And that brings up Morgan Tiedemann, who's 0 for 2 tonight. She reached on a fielder's choice in the first and grounded out to Sydney Smart in the second. This one's grounded to Herrera for 1. This is a routine play for Hannah. And out number 1. Moving up to second was Sandell. No play to be made over at second. And that brings up Jordan Small, who's 1 for 2 tonight. She reached on a fielder's choice in the first and then had a leadoff single in the fourth, in which she was the one who was tagged out in that 4th inning on the base path. Her first pitch is outside. Quick throw back to the circle to try and keep Sandell on second as close to the bag as she can. Like I was saying, Blake, it's a lot warmer night here in Wahoo than what it was on Tuesday night. On Tuesday night, it dropped down to around 66, 65 degrees at this time of the evening. Once the sun went down, it really cooled off. We saw a lot of hoodies. Tonight, though, it's still pretty warm, and we got the AC still on here. As of right now, it's still 79 degrees here in Wahoo, and we know it's expected to be a warm weekend here in eastern Nebraska. But it is warm here tonight, no doubt, here for the final night in Hackberry Park. 2-1 count now here for a small. I don't know, are you cold over there by that AC?
Oh, yeah,
you can turn it off.
Over here.
You can turn it off.
It's better than sweating.
He's sitting right next to the AC. I got a pretty good distance. Now it's thrown back to second, and Sydney Smart. Atlanta hits, does not like Jessica Sandell leading off over there. She is getting it back either to the circle, and that time she actually threw it to Sydney Smart saying, get back, get back. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count outside. Back to the circle quickly, and Jordan Small has worked the count back full with 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Wahoo just 5 outs away from improving to 17-8 on the year. Inside ball 4. And that is the first walk tonight for Malcolm. First walk that Cassidy Beavers has allowed this evening. And that brings up Ava Helms. She is 0 for 2 tonight with a grounder to third in the first inning. And she reached on the error in the 4th inning. As this one's out to third off the glove and foul of Ava Losterer in foul territory. But talk about a hot corner over at third. That was why it's called that. Absolutely smoked. Next pitch outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ava Helms represents the tying run for Malcolm at the plate. Pitch inside, called a strike. Kind of a late strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Next pitch, it's swung on, out into the gap in right center, and it drops. The ball's got in quickly, and nice job by the Warrior defense to prevent any runs there for the Clippers. As Miranda Vonyek out there in right field got it in quickly to Sydney Smart, who got it into Atlanta hits. But now the bases are loaded for the first time tonight for Malcolm. Jordan Small moves up to second. Jessica Sandell moves up to third. Ava Helms at first for Kiara Ferrator, who stands in 0 for 2 tonight with a looking strikeout and a line out to Sydney Smart at short. First pitch swinging past the first base side and foul back towards the concession stand. So Cassidy Beavers trying to work out of her first threat tonight. Wahoo leads at 3-0, and now the tying run stands at first for the Clippers. With 1 out here. The infield is in for Wahoo as they have a force out at any bag as this pitch catches the bottom right corner of the zone. Perfect location there, Blake.
Great framing by Lanza as well.
She does a great job of pulling that ball into the strike zone. 0-2 now the count. Big pitch for both teams here. This one's grounded foul. And Blake kind of explained to the viewers who don't understand how the framing, how that kind of works.
Well, the pitcher can throw a ball, it can be slightly outside, and the catcher tries their best to frame the ball to make it look like a strike. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But that pitch right there, it definitely worked.
No balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch is off the end of the bat and in foul territory back towards the shed and the fans again. So we'll do the 0-2 again. It's Jessica Sandell, who had the leadoff single, standing at third. Jordan Small, who had the one-out walk at second. And then Ava Helms, who had the one-out single at first. This is the most batters who have come to the plate in one inning here for Malcolm as well. They had 4 in the first, second, and fourth innings. This pitch off the end of the bat, grounded to Sydney Smart, who will flip it to third for 1. But a run does come in to score for the Clippers, as Jordan Small was forced out at third. Ava Helms moves up to second on the RBI for Kiera Ferrator, who's at first. And Jessica Sandell came in to score from third. 2 outs now, 2 on. Wahoo leads this game 3-1 in the top of the 6th. For Lucy Brockhouse, who stands in. She's 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the second and a pop out. Talanta hits the catcher, who made that incredible sliding catch behind home plate, which ended the 4th inning for Malcolm. This one is blooped out in the infield. Sydney Smart makes the catch for out number 3. 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 run, and 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 6th, Wahoo 3, Malcolm 1. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online. At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The best deal in town is at the Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular order of fries, a medium drink, and a small sundae. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that sundae to a small blizzard for an extra $2. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Austin McNorton and Blake Maxon here with you live on Saunders County Online in Wahoo, Nebraska for Wahoo Warriors Softball here on this warm Thursday evening at Hackberry Park. Final game of the regular season for both teams as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Wahoo 3, Malcolm 1. Due up for the Warriors are their 7, 8, 9 hitters. Now bring up the pitcher tonight for Wahoo, Cassidy Beavers. She's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a fly out to left field. And fouls one down the first base side on the first pitch for strike number 1. But postseason play starts on Monday. Wahoo will travel to Beatrice for sub-districts. Wahoo will be the 2 seed, Beatrice the 1 seed, Norris the 3, and Cummings County the 4. Beavers swung on down the third base side, just barely goes foul right in front of the third base bag. 1-2 now the count. Beavers looking to maybe be a leadoff base runner here, if nothing else, to try and add on some more insurance for herself to try and close this game out, as Wahoo is 3 outs away from improving to 17-8 and finishing the regular season 17-8. Here's the 1-2, ticked off the end of the bat into the glove of Helms for strike number 3. That brings up Lily Obert. She's 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the 4th inning in which she was left stranded at third. and she reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Obert watches the first pitch go high and outside for ball number 1. This one is grounded to second. Ferreter is there. High throw, but able to put the foot back down on the bag on a nice play by Witzel over at first. She had to jump in the air to make that catch, but got her foot back down on the bag for out number 2. That was an incredible play.
Great play.
So that brings up the 9-hole hitter for Wahoo. This one high and outside, and it is Hannah Herrera who's back in there. Olivia Wesley was the one who came up to bat in the 4th inning. So Hannah Herrera is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to first. Olivia Wesley, who came in the 4th inning, walked. So this is Hannah Herrera's second plate appearance and looks at I thought it was a strike. Just missed a bit high, I guess. I was calling it. I was saying, okay. Next pitch outside, and that one's called a strike. That one I wasn't so sure about. I think it did catch the zone, but I was a little more confident in the last pitch than I was with that one. 2-1 now the count here for Herrera. She's over at second tonight for Wahoo defensively. Pitch high and outside. That time I was for sure it was a ball. The more I get, the more the game goes on, I'm like, oh, guaranteed. Confidence. Just call it like I see it, I guess. Thirty and 1, 2 outs. Nobody on for Wahoo in the bottom of the 6th, leading it 3-1. This one is under it, off the end of the bat, into left field, and caught on the run by Sandell out in left field. So 3 up, 3 down for Wahoo. No hits, no walks, no runs, and nobody left on base. Final 3 outs of the ball game here for the Warrior defense. To the top of the 7th we go. Warrior softball on Saunders County Online. We'll be right back.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Celebrate their 5th anniversary the month of October. Stop in to say hi to the Rivalry team or go to rivalryapparel.com now to get your gear for fall sports. Then be on the lookout for winter sports apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Rivalry is open Tuesdays, Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 402-870-0780 for any questions. The team at Rivalry Apparel wants to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Rivalry Apparel in Wahoo's excited.
Welcome back to Hackberry Park here in Wahoo, Nebraska on Saunders County Online. I'm Austin McNorton, joined by Blake Maxon here for the top of the 7th inning. Final 3 outs here for Malcolm as Wahoo leads it 3-1. And due up for the Clippers are their 7, 8, 9 hitters, who the last time, I probably shouldn't say this. Saying things that I'm about to say, putting them out into the universe, typically mean that they don't happen, as Cassidy Beaver's first pitch in drops low. As the last time Cassidy Beavers faced these 3, Madison Wall, Ariana Myers, and Micaiah Witzel, she struck out all 3 in a row. 3 up, 3 down, all Ks, where Cassidy Beaver's total in strikeouts went up to 6. So now that I say that, it probably won't happen, but Beavers would certainly like to have it happen again. These 3 batters are all 0 for 2 She struck out Wall twice, Witzel twice. Ariana Minor, she got to line out to second and strike out. So for the part of the order here to end the game for Wahoo, this is what you'd love. As Cassie Beavers now gets ahead in the count 1-2 with nobody out. Beavers deals outside, just missed that bottom right corner that she has been able to hit a couple of times here tonight. And the count's even at 2. Still pretty warm out there, Mr. Berry. A lot warmer than what we were seeing on Tuesday night here at Hackberry Park. It dropped down to about 65 on Tuesday night. It just missed high ball 3. And the count's even at full here for Madison Wall. Much warmer here tonight in Wahoo, 79 degrees here at 8:11 o'clock. The full count pitch inside, and boy, 1,000% put that on me. Put that walk on me. I deserve it. It's a leadoff walk for the Clippers as Madison Wall is on for the first time tonight. I talked about how Cassidy Beavers hasn't allowed any of these 3 to get on base. She struck out these 3 5 times. This one's grounded back to Beavers. Gets under her glove. Sydney Smart there to clean it up and get it over to first in time for a big Warrior out number 1. Madison Wall goes up to second in scoring position for Micaiah Weitzel, who is 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. But now has a runner on second for her first time tonight that she's seen a teammate on base when she's been at the plate. Is that number 12 now? I don't think it's Witzel anymore. Looks like it's number 12, Samantha Back. Yep, it is Samantha Back out there now for Witzel, who I believe played pretty well in the JV game, but this is her first time looking against Cassidy Beavers with a runner at second and an out. First pitch swinging, grounds it back to Beavers over to first in time for out number 2. And the Clippers are 3 strikes away from this game being over as Wall moves up to third. And we go to the top of the order, Jessica Sandell. And Sandell is 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles and a ground out to short. She came in to score on a leadoff single in the 6th inning on the RBI single from Ava Helms. 2 outs and a runner at third. Wahoo leading it 3-1, tying run at the plate. First pitch swinging again for Malcolm. Swung on and missed as Beavers blew that one by you. Apparently, people are shooting off fireworks by my apartment building in Omaha. What on earth could that be about? Well, I can't wait to hear the story behind that. 0-1, pitch high and outside. Quick throw back to third. And Lanta Hits does not mess around behind home plate. She does not like anybody leading off or even really thinking about leading off. That's one of the more aggressive throws. And Ava Losser says, all right, gets it, tags it down. But diving back safely was Wall. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 and a good catch from Hits into her glove. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the Clippers down to their final strike of the regular season. Wahoo trying to improve to 17-8 on the year. One ball, 2 strikes, way outside. Hits. Threatened to throw it back to third again. Wall dove back for no reason she didn't throw. Kind of one of those fake outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, Wahoo 3, Malcolm 1. Runner at third for the leadoff hitter, Jessica Sandell, who's 2 for 3 tonight. The lefty swings into second and past the diving glove of Herrera into center field for a 2-out single and an RBI for Jessica Sandell. And the game stays alive for Malcolm. As how about Jessica Sandell, 3 for 4 tonight with 3 singles. That brings up the 2-hole hitter in Morgan Tiedemann, who's 0 for 3 tonight with a grounder to short, a grounder to second, and reaching on a fielder's choice in the first. Now the tying run is on first for Morgan Tiedemann, who's been playing really well at short tonight defensively. And that pitch drops low for ball 1. Cassidy Beavers trying to close this one out and head to Beatrice into the postseason with a win for Wahoo. Any win for Wahoo is important now, trying to be one of the top 16 teams in Class B. This one low again, 2-0, to make it to the sub-state/district finals. However you phrase that one. Beavers hasn't fallen behind 2-0 much of the night. This one's grounded to second. Herrera doesn't get a glove on it, gets right underneath her. And the line continues to move for Malcolm as Jessica Sandell moves up a little bit closer. Morgan Tiedemann, that's her first hit tonight. Her second time being on, and now big spot here for Jordan Small. Jordan is 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the fourth. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the first and walked in the sixth. 2 outs, 2 on now for Malcolm here in the top of the seventh. Wahoo leads it 3-2, and first pitch is back towards the concession stand, foul here at Hackberry Park. Tying run in scoring position now here for the Clippers. Lead run on first. Big spot here for the senior Cassidy Beavers, who started out 2023 with a no-hitter. Now trying to end the 2023 regular season with a save. Throw a complete game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is blooped out into shallow right field. Vonyek makes the catch on the run, and the Warriors get the win. There in that top of the 7th inning, there was 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 run, and 2 left on, as that is your final score. It's Wahoo 3 and Malcolm 2, as Wahoo improves to 17-8 is what they close out their final regular season total. 17 wins, 8 losses on the year, as Wahoo will represent the 2 seed in the sub-district final in Beatrice on Monday afternoon, 4 o'clock, first pitch. And that's whip. And Blake was telling me that before the game. That's win number 399 for head coach Trina Kristen. So looking at a big number potentially on Monday. And Blake, that's a big game at Wahoo. You'd love to at least get 1 win to increase your chances of continuing on in the postseason.
Yes, anyone helps. That's a big game right there for them. It was a low-scoring game, but a win is a win. Much
different than what Blake and I saw here on Tuesday night at Hackberry Park, where Wahoo won over Arlington 11-3 and had 3 home runs in a row and all the crazy highlights of that one. This one was pretty simple, just getting the leadoff runner on, getting them over, getting them in, and letting your defense hold on to a 3-run lead, and that's exactly what Wahoo does tonight. Is looking first for the Clippers. They tonight had 7 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs, and they left, this is the difference in the game, they left 7 batters on base. For Wahoo tonight, they win it with 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 runs, and Wahoo, they left 6 batters on base. So the Warriors get Katrina Kristen win number 399 and head into the postseason play with a 17-8 record. Again, Wahoo will play in Beatrice on Monday afternoon. First pitch scheduled for 4 o'clock, as Wahoo will take on Norris, and the winner will play again on Monday evening at around 6. This probably will be a little bit later than that, at around 6 o'clock-ish in Beatrice. And the winner of Wahoo and Norris will take on the winner of Beatrice and Cummings County. So that could be the final time that we see Warrior softball here on Saunders County Online. I certainly hope it hasn't been. But if it is, we just want to thank everyone for supporting it and making this happen. Thanks so much to Wahoo High School and the Warrior Video Club for kind of helping us and helping us get into their space a little bit and the way they've been helping us. And we thank Blake Maxon for closing out the year with us. He'll be on our broadcast tomorrow for Warrior football in Arlington. Thanks to all of our sponsors who make this thing happen. There's so many great businesses here in Wahoo, and we're so happy to give them the great recognition that they deserve. And importantly, thanks to all of you fans who continue to tune in and support these great athletes here at Wahoo Public High School. And boy, they are a fun team to watch, and we hope their season can continue on here in 2023. Well, Blake, final thoughts on tonight's game, my friend.
It was a great game, a low-scoring game, good defense and good pitching, and the Warriors come out with the win.
Big win for Wahoo. So Blake and I will be back on tomorrow night from Arlington as Wahoo, the number 2 team in Class C1, takes on the Eagles on the road. Blake and I will be back on coming on the air at about, probably 6:55-ish for kickoffs scheduled at around 7 tomorrow night in Arlington. But that'll do it tonight, and potentially that'll do it for the final time here at Hackberry Park. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the sponsors for making it happen. Thanks to Kelly Johnson for setting us up here this afternoon. For Blake Maxon, I've been Austin McNorton saying so long from Hackberry Park. The Warriors win it 3-2, and that'll do it for us. Blake Maxon, Austin McNorton, so long from Hackberry Park, and go Warriors.